Hi guys, you're here with me, Jen the Taxidermy Witch. And as I said in the last video, we will be talking about saffron. So saffron is awesome. We're going to be talking about it in both kitchen Wicca and witchcraft in general. And I'm going to be reading from Scott Cunningham's books. First I'll read from the Encyclopedia of Magical Herbs, what I call my Bible. And then second, I will be reading from the Wicca in the Kitchen. Encyclopedia of Wicca in the Kitchen is what he calls it. Am I loud enough? Do I speak loud enough? I need to know. Mouth has been really dry today. Alright, so let's do this. Let's talk about saffron. It resonates the color red so much to me. I put a red dress on Lolly. I put some red under my eyes here and some gold on the top because I'm really trying to resonate with the god. This charm that we made for outside that we're going to bury. I'm going to bury it with this gold on my eyes, okay? So if you didn't see that, check out that video. Red. I mean, red is just so beautiful, isn't it? These are the shoes I got married in, and I wear them on special occasions because I feel like that can revive love. Like, it's so cool. Red candles, you know, these things remind you of saffron. This is the palette that I use for the red. It's so beautiful. It has an ankh on it. This is a Kat Von D palette. And then I put this color Prophet above my eyes. This is a darker gold. It's nice. But I put this color Blood Milk right under my eyelids. And I like it. So yeah, this palette's cool. You can, when you cook with saffron, you can put red on, you know, you can really spice up what you're doing with the color red because it's so red. If you put a couple strands in that Spanish dish, I think it is, and I think it's called paella, it colors and flavors the whole thing. Like, you can, saffron is the little tiny thread from inside the flower. Like the stamen bit. So, it just has so much potency, is what I'm saying. This ingredient we're going to talk about is so gall-darn potent. Alright. So saffron. And we're starting with the Bible. Gender, masculine. Planet, the sun. Of course, it's so red, fiery. Who loves the sun? Ba, ba, ba. Element, fire. Deities. I'm sorry if I pronounce these wrong because I don't know all of the deities. Eros and Ashtoreth. Powers, love, healing, happiness, wind raising, which is a cool thing to work with, lust, strength, and psychic powers. Guys, let me know if you want me to do a video on wind raising, because I'd love to do that. Okay. Ritual uses. They bake saffron into the crescent-shaped cakes, which they ate to honor the moon and fertility goddess Ashereth. So if that is one of your deities, Ashereth, do that. Magical uses. Saffron is added to love sachets. Like if you don't, you know, sachets like this, like a little red bag that you put things in. Okay. Sachet, where did I leave off? Saffron is added to love sachets as well as those aimed at raising lustful feelings. Like I'm saying, the red dress, cooking with saffron, wearing red heels from your wedding. it just all pairs together. And Bast loves saffron. I'm actually going to give her a little offering right now. Woohoo! That's a lot that came out. Oh my gosh, she wants this much. Okay. Okay, thank you, Bass. Her candle's almost out. So she's really getting this charged for me. Alright. It is used in healing spells, and in the infusion is used as wash water for the hands prior to healing rituals. At one time in Persia, or Iran, pregnant women wore a ball of saffron at the pit of the stomach to ensure a speedy delivery. Interesting. Is that something that was also in Rosemary's Baby's tannis root ball, maybe? Because it hung pretty low. And when her stomach was big, it was right on top. And I've watched that movie probably 150 times since I was like 7 years old. My parents just let us watch whatever because they weren't around. So I watched what my older brothers watched. Rosemary's Baby. There could have been saffron in that. Or if you want to do that, you could. To ensure a speedy delivery, like if you were past your due date. The infusion drunk, so if you infuse it and then drink it, it enables you to foresee the future. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. Really resonate with red. Really resonate with saffron. When you put some into a spell, it just poof, 3 pieces. That's what I usually do. Into a big jar like this, you know, that I made. 3 little pieces. You can feel it vibrate, right? Oh, that is so heavy right now with that blessing from Bass. Just so amazing. Alright, and there's saffron in that. And I did a video on that. So, basically, if you drink it, you can foresee the future, and simply ingesting saffron dispels melancholy. So if you're melancholy, eat a couple strands of saffron. It magically will make you not melancholy. If you don't know what that is, I believe it's depressed. Or mildly depressed. In fact, one early author warns against eating too much saffron lest one should die of excessive joy. I don't know if someone could die of excessive joy. I guess that's pretty wild, but like it's saying don't go crazy with it because you could panic, and once you use all your endorphins, when you come down from that, you know, even though it's an herb, it's going to make you melancholy again. So don't use too much. But you can get extreme joy from ingesting it, this says Scott Cunningham is saying. Okay. Saffron in the home keeps lizards from venturing in. If you have lizard issues, maybe you could sprinkle a couple saffron threads at the door that you blessed at your altar. And wearing a chaplet of saffron, what's a chaplet, you guys? I don't know. Will protect you from inebriation. And will probably be the subject of a few comments from your friends. So is it saying that you can have a lot of alcohol and not get inebriated? I don't know. Sheets were rinsed with saffron infusion in Ireland, so that the arms and legs would be strengthened during sleep, and ancient Persians utilized saffron to raise the wind. I'm really excited to do something on raising the wind, because I don't know too much about it, so I want to learn it with you guys. Oh my gosh. Alright, that's all. It was a big, amount in this book. Jeez Louise, you guys. But, let's get on to the next book. The red book, Wicca in the Kitchen. Okay, so Saffron, of course, it's the same because it's the same author, planet, sun, element, fire. Energies are going to be different though because we're talking about ingesting this, because we're talking about Wicca in the Kitchen, which is food. That other book is magic, charms, sachets, all, protection stuff, all of that, the main stuff. This is eating, okay? So energies, happiness and spirituality, just like we talked about in that other book. Don't eat too much, lest you might die of joy. Oh my gosh. And then again, in this book, I love that there's lore. Lore. In the ancient world, saffron was a sacred flower. Phoenicians baked saffron-flavored crescent cakes to honor Ashereth. We read that in that book. The tiny red inner portions, they're called stigmas. That's what they're called. Of the flower, were used to dye garments and to flavor foods for the tables of the very rich. Okay? So if you had a red tablecloth like this, you could say to your friends, boast or brag to your friends in the old times that it was a saffron colored or dyed table. That's so cool. Like beets and saffron, they dye things so well. Okay, but yeah, that was for just the very rich, so you had to be very rich to have a saffron day table. Today, saffron is still the most expensive spice traded, let's talk about that super quick. This little bottle I got recently, and it was like $7 at Trader Joe's, and it's not organic. If you get the organic ones, this much might be $20, really. So it's quite something. Yeah, saffron. Alright, where are we at? Today, saffron is still the most expensive spice traded. Each flower produces only 3 stigmas. Maybe that's why I've been just choosing 3 naturally. Like I say, since I was a little girl, I put in offerings at the door, like leaves and rocks and pretty flowers in a pile. And my mom said, "What's that?" And I said, "It's an offering for God." Like, I'm just attached to this craft. I feel like it's been a part of me my whole life. And then when I started learning about it, it's just like, oh my gosh, it makes me want to cry, you know? Okay, so back to the book. Sorry, I just had to share. Each flower produces only 3 stigmas and takes 13,000 of them to make up an ounce of the spice. 13,000 of these teeny tiny, 13,000 to make 1 ounce. And how much would that cost? Does it say? Fortunately, only small amounts are ever needed for use in cooking. Saffron foods are perfect for Wiccan ritual feasts, particularly those linked with the sun. Okay? Magical uses. Eat saffron-flavored foods such as paella, like I was talking about, to induce happiness. I've not read these books yet. I just circled what I was going to read, and so I'm reading with you and I'm learning with you what he's saying. You know, I've glanced through it a couple times on, like, the energies and the properties and stuff, but I've never, you know, read all the things, so I'm excited to do this with you guys. Magical uses. Eat saffron-flavored foods such as paella to induce happiness. The saffron rice recipe given in chapter 26, so he's going to give you some stuff in here, is another fine happiness food. Saffron also induces spirituality, okay, you guys? Chapter 26. Let's see if I can get there. Huh! I landed right on it. Okay. So, is he going to give me a recipe? Yeah. Saffron rice. 1 tablespoon vodka or gin. 1/4 teaspoon saffron. True saffron, it says. I don't know what that means, but I'll try and find out. 3 cups of water. 1 cup of uncooked, not instant, rice. So, you know, real rice that's not been, like, processed. 2 teaspoons salt. Rice is also good to have in the craft. You can use it for bringing rain. You can use it for protection, okay? 2 teaspoons salt. 1 tablespoon butter. And it says, touch the saffron with the index finger of your projective hand. What's your index finger? This one, I guess. Touch the saffron with your hand that you use for writing. Okay, that would be this. And visualize the precious herbs energies enhancing your spirituality. Okay, so just sit here with it and touch it. Oh wow, actually right now I'm seeing a lot of colors and stuff. That's kind of crazy. Wow. Try this. Get your saffron, sit with it with the candle. Hold it, maybe play a little music and just feel it. I'm seeing like black and yellow and blue flashes with it square. Oh my gosh. I'm not kidding, that's amazing. Okay. Sorry, back to this. So we're visualizing the precious herbs energies enhancing your spirituality. So they're saying charge this, basically. Warm alcohol over very low heat, so you're cooking it out. So this is not an alcoholic dish. Add the saffron to the alcohol. Remove from heat and stir. So basically that alcohol is going to like open up the saffron and it's going to bring out all the flavor. Let it sit until the alcohol is colored, because this is going to turn it like a red color. Because remember, it's a dye, okay? I think alcohol is an extractor. So basically the alcohol, when you cooked it, pulled it out. And let it sit until the alcohol is colored. Place the water, rice, and salt into a pot over medium heat. Add the butter to prevent overboiling. Pour in the saffron mixture. Stir and cover. Simmer over low heat for 15 minutes or until the rice has absorbed all of the liquid. And that is it. I didn't even know I was going to throw that in, but like I said, I hadn't read this, and then it says go to chapter 26 for a recipe. So cool, I got to give you guys a recipe from this book with saffron. Super excited, and wear red. Keep things from special occasions and wear them when you want to enhance your love. Cook with saffron. Put your finger on it like I just did. I like to put things right here on my forehead, even like big jars. You guys, if you're having a hard time meditating, just do that with your herbs and just close your eyes and see what you see, and then maybe note it down in a journal. So yeah, wow, things are just going so great, and I'm so happy, and have a really good day. I love you guys.